What's going on, people? Um, Man, this is probably one of the more darker and gloomier days I've ever had on YouTube since I've been on YouTube since like 2005, 2006. Man, obviously, this is hitting me kind of hard right now. This probably isn't near the worst. The worst was probably the two times I got my AdSense account disabled on a number of my accounts, and I got blacklisted from there. Really set me back financially in my life, and that just happened like a few months ago, back in October. Then another one struck me in December. So, but I had another really bad moment today that was going to be another setback for me because I got a channel established called Mega Warehouse that was doing man, it was doing some blockbuster killer numbers, man. I had only been running it for about 2 months. It had reached 3,000 subs and 3 million views, and it would have kept on ascending had it stuck around. The issue here is obviously copyright strikes. I got the first one. I've been having a real bad run of copyright strikes, and this was the reason why this channel here is of importance. It's not just the channel itself. It is because it was a partner channel. It was linked to a network, and obviously those channels are very important. And the other one was X Sounders. That one's on two strikes. That one's living on its last legs also. So I don't know when that one's going to go down. I'm just hoping that it can make it through the end of the month at least. But Mega Warehouse both channels are successful in similar areas. Subs and view count were really similar. And just a lot of people, a lot of fans on both channels. I can. It had gotten to the point where traffic was just heavy on the channel to the point where I could put up any video and they get a decent sized performance. And it's very hard to get to that point. Even though I did it in a short period of time, you guys got to understand, certain shows really bring that audience over, and I'm pretty sure for my fans today, this is a dark day for them also. Those are, the main reason why I usually upload this stuff is for international viewers. I learned, a couple of years ago from a fan that was living overseas, and it was a bunch of them, but this one in particular really got to me because this fan wasn't able to view anything. I mean, completely zero anything, and if it wasn't for my channel, they wouldn't have been able to keep up with those American shows that I was posting, keeping them updated, and that really got to me because I was like, wow, I'm actually putting in a pretty good service here because I'm actually giving these people the window to these shows, and to me, that's like extra promotion. These companies should really be thanking people like me for even getting their fan base support way up there and stuff like that. So, the thing is, it's copyright material, so I know coming in it's a risk and I shouldn't be uploading in the first place. So, no one should have sympathy for me, but if there's anybody you should have sympathy for, it's the fans that view those videos and how they are no longer going to be able to see any of those videos that I posted. They're no longer, they can't keep up with the shows, certain shows, because I am planning on building up another channel, but that's, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about doing that, but I'm going to have to avoid some shows that I were putting up before, just because of the companies behind them. I know they would give out a pink slip. And the issue here was Disney, and it was a show called The Fosters on ABC Family that got hit twice in one day. Like, okay, the strike started last week with CBS. It was a show called Rain that I put a promo up from the week before, and it got a strike. So that's how I got my first strike. That was last Monday, and then today, here on Tuesday, got hit twice. From the same company on the same content. It was the Fosters, and I was the thing I was doing, I was putting up clips of the show, and a friend of mine who posts on my channel a lot, I've kind of known him going back to my older channels back in my Hope versus Stephanie channel days, man. Like that was like late 2012, and he's been following my channels ever since. And he told me today, I actually found out I had got hit the second time from him. I didn't even check the channel yet. He told me when I looked at my email, he told me, hey man, you got hit, man. You got hit. Your channel's gone. I was like, stop fucking with me, man. He's like, no, your channel's gone. And when he found out, he actually took it upon himself to go over there to ABC Family and write on their channel some negative stuff. And I appreciate that. The one thing about him is he don't care, man. His name Ghetto Pat, man. He don't care, man. That dude don't care, man. He's done it before. He lives overseas right now. He grew up in America, but he's living overseas right now, so he can't view a lot of stuff. And I was helping him out by having him keep up with the shows on my channel, and he told me that it did come from the ABC Family and Disney, and it was the Fosters that they hit again. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that. So he took it upon himself to go tell them, about themselves and shit like that, for doing that. And I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate that a lot. That's, it took a lot of balls on his end to do that for me. I didn't really need him to do it for me, but he did, and that was real cool of him. So like I said, I appreciate that. That was something, that made me feel good. It made me feel good that, you got people who really, and I got some other emails from fans too that, from, some of them connected to some of my other channels, and they reached me there. And, they was telling me, I got, and they was telling me like, look, man, I usually, it was a different show that they usually rely on that channel. And he was like, man, I love your channel and all that stuff. And there was a female fan that was like, wow, your channel got hit. I usually rely on your channel and all that. And they just don't know the service that I provide for these people, man. It's like, it really is a service, because like I said, a lot of these, especially the international viewers, they don't get the access that the stateside. I think stateside, you can always go to ABC Family and view their stuff, but that's not the case here. And one of the things that I noticed from another YouTuber who uploaded stuff like this is that when they get copyright strikes, it's usually the main channels, the bigger ones, and the bigger size ones. If you have something that's getting a lot of views, they usually go after you, because I've had plenty of small channels before, and I might not even get hit, you know what I'm saying? And it seems like for whatever reason, they wait until you get a big channel, and then they want to get you. They want to bring you down. So one of the things that he noticed was that same exact clip that I uploaded, it was a scene on the Fosters, and it was, the last time I checked on it, it was heading towards 2,000 views. I just uploaded it like last night, and usually those clips always reach to pretty good fucking view counts. But by the time the next Monday rolls around, when I look at them, they usually hit pretty big. And the thing that he noticed was he went over to ABC Family to see that same clip. It didn't even reach 1,000 viewers yet, so I had beat it on their channel. This is ABC Family channel, that same clip, and I beat it by a large margin. Because like I said, my video was about to hit 2,000 views, and I think it would have reached probably around 5,000 or 7,000 at this point tonight had the channel stayed up. So it was getting there. It would have, and I looked for myself after he told me that. I saw a number of videos in comparison. I said, man, I beat a lot of their damn videos, man. No wonder they wanted to take me down, man. I'm like competition to them, They don't want me. And the thing is, they can only control. Not everything on ABC Family is owned by them. They also have Warner Brothers, who supplies their shows. So usually for Warner Brothers, the thing I know is with Warner Brothers, they usually don't pink slip. What they do is they use a copyright third party thing, like the blue link that you guys, some of you guys might know what I'm talking about. It's like a blue link. It is called copyright third match, whatever. They'll claim it. They'll claim a good share of the revenue that video's making, and I'm usually all right with that. I'm like, man, just as long as you leave the video up, don't give me a strike, I'm okay with that. So I've never had a problem with Warner Brothers on that end with that, and they own a few shows on that network. Same thing with the CW, because when I got hit with CBS last week, I didn't realize Rain was more of a CBS show, and I was like, oh shit, should have never posted it. It could have been avoided, and I should have had only been messing with Warner Brothers, and so that's what I got to do now. I got to probably really only cater to them. Some NBC Universal shows I've had, pretty like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD, those type of shows. I've usually haven't had too much of a problem with them. I'll keep doing them until I get a pink slip, because I've never gotten one from them before. And other companies, I'm not sure just yet. How that goes. Warner Brothers only hurt me back in my AdSense days because I didn't get any fucking money off of those videos once they got claimed. But under network partnership, obviously I was getting paid off those videos. Fine, I was getting a share of it. And I was like, man, okay, we can do this. And I really wish more companies will go in that direction instead of just pink slipping people, man. I mean, why don't you just use that instead? Because the thing is, when you hit these channels up, man, it really hurts the people watching it. And for me, this is just a really bad day for me on that end, because I feel so guilty tonight that those people who usually was planning on coming to my channel, viewing my videos, are now going to they're not gonna see him. Not gonna see him. I mean, because that channel is done. It's shut down. You know what I mean? It's shut down forever. There's no coming back from it, man. You can't. Just all those people, man. It's just, oh man, scary. This is a scary side of YouTube, guys. When you're dealing with copyright content and you get struck down, the pink slip is such a scary thing to receive, man. It could really dampen your day. It dampened my day because I found out in the afternoon, and then found out the night from Ghetto Pat. I said, man, okay, I got 2 strikes. I just had to do like I did with X Sounders. I got to be even more careful now. I'm going to have to change it up a little bit. And probably what I should have did, I should have just deleted all the fosters and anything else they owned on that channel. I probably should have just deleted them all. But now it's like, wow, it's... Now it's like, wow. It's really like, wow now. Like, I didn't even get a chance to warn people that this might be, because I do that a lot. I usually warn people I'm on my second strike, it could be gone any minute, and then they probably would have anticipated it more if it would have been gone one day, because what I was planning on doing after I saw that second strike, I said, man, I'm going to open up a new channel today. I'm going to build it up to get another partnership in the future. And I'm gonna have to do that anyways. But the thing was, I was still gonna coincide it with the main channel while I was still up on 2 strikes. But they got it on the 3rd strike, and like, oh my god. And the thing is, because this is the first time I've ever had one shut down while I was in the network, I'm not even sure if I'm still getting paid for my January earnings. I'm never too scared to tell how much money I'm making. I made around, what was it, around somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500, man. For January, and then I made another 1,100 just for the opening week of February. So this channel was on pace to make around 4,000 for the month of February, and I lost all that, man. Unbelievable, right? It's unbelievable. And the thing was, because this was like the fifth strike I had with that network, and they can only get so many strikes, and so I feel I love Quiz Group, man. Um, that's who I was under, and it pains me to see all them damn. Because I'm probably attributing the most right now to that damn network, and it's putting those people in danger with all those strikes I've gotten. And so it just made me feel really guilty, and I was like, Disney doesn't think about that, man. Like, a lot of people, you just can't free will just hand those pink slips out. You got to think about the number of people who are affected by it. I'm not just affected by it, you know what I'm saying? You know, it's my channel, but a lot of people are affected by it. You know, the other people in the network are affected by it. The fans are affected by it. You know, the network owners affected by it. You know, everyone under that whole family tree is affected by those strikes. And Disney was just really selfish to me. Like I said, I can accept the whole copyright thing. I was supposed to upload before, but there's a difference between being a little legal beagle out there and being just a dick. You know, that's how I feel about them. They were just being fucking dicks, just like they do in real life. On Disney just ruined ABC to me. That their channel, they just ruined that fucking channel ever since they got partnered with them. They ruined ESPN. You know what I mean? The only good thing that they do is part of the Disney Channel, and you know, to me, ABC Family, those shows, they don't even need fucking Disney over them, man. Fuck them, man. I mean, they just ruin everything, man. They just ruin everything that was good about ABC and ESPN and all them stations, man. They ruined everything that was good about those stations, man. So I was already kind of never being on Disney's side anyways, because this is not the first time Disney got me. The other time Disney got me was General Hospital last year. I was up on a lot of episodes last year. They hit me up a bunch of times. And it didn't hurt as much as this one, but you know, they hit me up a bunch of times. So, and they're really unpredictable with their strategy, because you could go a whole bunch of months and a long period of time without getting a pink slip from them. And so I don't like companies like that, dealing with them, because that's too unpredictable. I don't got time for unpredictability. You know, I'm not in the business for unpredictability. So when they want to go that route, it's just stupid, man. You know, it's just real stupid. And, man, I was just looking through my videos that I remember that I put on there. There were some that were on there that were had nothing to do with like what I usually put up every night. It was like I had a few movies on there. I had quite a few things on there that some guest appearances, interviews, and stuff like that. One of my biggest shows on there is Teen Wolf. I had a lot of Teen Wolf stuff on there, and I haven't gotten in trouble from the people. And that's MTV, so I was actually surprised. You know, when I'm dealing with Awkward and Teen Wolf, Real World, that's another one I deal with on there. I never really got in trouble for the show. I was like, wow, because usually with Viacom, anything Viacom and CBS, I usually get hit up pretty fast. So that wasn't even the case with those shows. So maybe I would have gotten one out of nowhere in the future. Who knows, you know? But so far there was nothing there. The Vampire Diaries is another one that I do on there. The originals, stuff like that. And I was just looking through. I was like, oh my god, so many of those videos are like getting large views. And the thing about it is, I know as a YouTuber myself, when I view a lot of other people's videos, I tend to watch them again. Like, there might be a period later in the week, maybe down the road, where I watch stuff again that I like. I notice a lot of people say, man, they abuse the replay button on some stuff, and I'm like, man, they can't even really go back and watch those videos. And I'm not going to repost a lot of those videos because they're so old and they don't really have a value to them anymore. But man, I mean, you want to talk about just you just want to talk about being cold. That was fucking cold, man. You know, that was freaking cold, man. I mean, that right there was really selfish. Um, it was a weird copyright, from them. Um, with these two partner channels, X Sounders and Make a Warehouse, and how big they were. Um, I had four strikes between the two of them, or had four strikes between the two because that channel was gone now. Make a Warehouse. Um, on X Sounders, I had one from E, and I had one from the Olympic International Committee, which really kind of messed me up on how I was going to make money with the Olympics, and that was that kind of really put a damper on that also. You know, um, and then Omega Warehouse, it was CBS and Disney. Now, out of those four, the two worst by far was the E one and the Disney one. I think the CBS and IOC one was two that I could have avoided. I saw those coming. Um, with Rain, as soon as I uploaded Rain on Mega Warehouse, I was like, wow, is this CBS? Because I was just waiting for them to strike me down. I shouldn't have never uploaded it, but I did, and because I had already had a bad experience with CBS uploading their stuff before, especially The Young and the Restless on, but that's usually Sony. Sony's another one I usually have a pretty bad time with. What was it on CBS that I had uploaded last year that really prepared me for this year? I think it was. I can't remember what it was. Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. I had to stop uploading Beauty and the Beast, and that got me last year. And then it was Rain this year, and so it could have been avoided had I known who owned Rain. I didn't know who owned Rain, so I went on here and uploaded anyways. Had it been Warner Brothers, I would have been okay, but it was CBS, so I could have avoided that one. So I understand that one. And then on the Olympic side, that's pretty obvious. I had uploaded something like the first day on Friday, and they got me there. And that's I've been finding a real challenge to make money out of the Olympics this year more than I did in the summer of 2012 because I wasn't uploading stuff straight from TV. So that was the point about that. And the bad ones were E and ABC. Now I was trying to do something with the Grammys. I was posting some red carpet stuff that E had, and I was like, man, I didn't even second think it that, I was dealing with a new entity, a new company. I should have known, but I should have known to upload it on a new channel where it wouldn't affect the main channel. But it was something on the red carpet. I think it was Ariana Grande was on the red carpet or something like that. And I said, man, I'm going to put that up because I know she got a lot of fans. And wow, it didn't take any time. It was down before I knew it. As soon as I posted it, it was like maybe 20 minutes after I posted it, it was gone. And I got my first strike on X Sounders. And then the ILC a week later. So that's when my bad run started, was with that video. And then just today with Disney, like I've been explaining that one. So those two were kind of real bad because didn't really expect them to come out of nowhere. I mean, I expected Disney a little bit, but not too much. E is the one that's really haunting me because that one really shouldn't be there. And it's just now I gotta wait like 6 months if that channel lasts that long. I don't think it's gonna last that long, to be honest with you guys. I think somebody's gonna find a way to pull it down. I got plenty of content on there that will bring it down, and oh man, that's why I'm going to build up a new one anyways. I'm going to start putting stuff on that one to build that one up and start fresh. Like I said, the thing about it is when you upload stuff, you got to learn how to move on. You got to move on, and I've been doing it time and time again. But it is time for me to dwell a little bit on these channels being gone because this is the first time I've really experienced it since I've been partnered, and it's a whole nother level when it's partnered, because it's so hard to get a partnership anyways, and then when you finally get one, especially when you're uploading the type of stuff I'm uploading, because there's not too many networks that would take me if I was uploading that kind of stuff. So and the quiz group took me, and oh my god, guys! I mean, rough. You want to talk about rough? That was rough. Really rough, guys. Um, I mean, what can you do, right? What the fuck can you do? I mean, oh, man. I mean, I'm not gonna sleep well over this, man. This is haunting me right now. Um, like I said, if I still get paid for what I made in January, I think I feel a little less down about it. At least I get something out of my work on that channel, because right now I did all that work for nothing. To be honest with you, outside the fact that I did it for the fans or whatever, but I mean, as far as what I get out of it, shit, all that work gone to waste, gone to hell. You know, it's it's ugly, man. It's ugly. I mean, it's the really dark side of YouTube. I mean, a lot of these copyright laws and all that stuff, man, needed to be updated by the time the internet came into play, because that's, to me, I've got such a huge problem with the copyright law as it stands right now. I think it was more pertaining to back then, when you didn't have the internet. It wasn't that easy to watch stuff illegally. Now it is, and I think there should have been something where both parties, on both sides of the table, should have been able to um, get something out of it. Basically, I really think that had there been something like with Warner Bros. I think the whole copyright claim thing, like Warner Brothers do, is the direction that whole copyright system should have gone in. If I'm a company and I'm able to claim some of that money off of a video that's up, and I got a huge problem with it being up, why don't I just do that and make some money and make some extra revenue off the claim? Why don't you just do that? Why does the whole video itself have to be off of YouTube? Period. I don't get that, especially when people are still going to upload stuff. If it's not me, it's going to be somebody else. It's never going to stop. People are going to keep doing it. As long as there's the internet, people are going to keep uploading stuff illegally like that, man. I mean, there's nothing you can do to stop it. You can shut my channel down all you want, but you really won't stop me from doing it. You really won't. You won't stop me from doing it, man. To be honest with you. I mean, so come on. Why are you wasting your time like that? I mean, to me, it's a big ego thing. This goes back to the big ego thing. I think it's a big ego thing, just like the WWE and kicking those fans out last week for chanting CM Punk. They've got their head so far up their ass, they don't care about the people anymore that made them. And that's why I rebel. That's why I still post stuff. Even though I know I could get in trouble, I still do it because I don't care for these companies, right? They don't care for people, I don't care for them. And to me, I'm probably showing more love to my fans more than they do to their fans. You know what I mean? They're just in it to make money, period. They're not in it because they love it. I love doing what I do. I love editing these videos and posting them up for people like that, man. Recording them and stuff like that, man. I love doing that stuff, man. It might not be my content, but I love doing it, man. And oh man, it's a damper, man. It's a real damper, man. Because to go from 3,000 subs to 3 million views on a huge TV channel, all the way down to 0 and 0 is hard. It's hard. Because actually, this had been the most successful TV-based channel I've had probably since last spring, I think. I hadn't really focused on TV too much since that time, really since the new fall season began. I hadn't really been putting up stuff because once I got my AdSense disabled back in October, I really kind of took a break a little bit. I didn't really post too much, and then I got another channel started back in November. That one went down also because the assets had got disabled, so I stopped using that one. That's how Mega Warehouse was born, because they were called the Classic TV Warehouse before that, and then I renamed it to Mega Warehouse in December. And then so that's where that channel started. It started in December, then I got the partnership in January, about a month afterwards, mid January. I think it was like January 16th or 17th when I got the partnership. And now it's February 11th, so it hasn't even been a full month yet, and it's already gone. I'm talking about the time doing the partnership, and it's just, you know, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, I can't believe it. So there's no telling how long this next one's going to last. Will this one even live to see April? You know what I mean? If I started later this week. Because I was thinking about, now that this has happened, I was thinking about maybe uh, doing, since the Olympics are on right now, I was thinking about just taking a break these next 2 weeks from that, because it is a lot of work though. But some of the shows that weren't a problem that are still airing right now against the Olympics, I think I would still like to do. Like, I would still like to do Teen Wolf. That's one of the shows still airing. There's a few more that I would like to keep doing, as long as they're not owned by bitch ass motherfuckers like CBS and Disney and some of these other entities. Sony, Fox. Fox is another one. I don't usually even touch Fox stuff, to be honest with you guys. There's a guy on here. I wonder if he got hit today. I should. Because the thing about me going down is it's a good thing for the competition I had, because I was really taking viewers away from a lot of those competing channels. I noticed it because I was beating some of their videos, and they're going to be thrilled that I'm out of the picture right now, because I was stealing a lot of their videos. But I was wondering, one of them is actually a good friend of mine, and he set up one like last year, like last winter, and actually I helped him kind of get started up, and he's been going pretty well with it. He's had to open up some new channels too, because he got hit pretty good. But I was wondering if he had got hit, because he does sort of the same thing I do, with uploading clips instead of just the promos. I wonder if he got hit today, so I'm gonna have to check on his. But yeah, I know the competition is happy today. Like I said, I think Ghetto Pad had a good point though. I think Disney wasn't interested in competing with me for those viewers. That's how they got me. Because I didn't even realize I had beaten them like almost every week. I think the only time I didn't beat them was like last week on a promo. Every other clip or promo this season since I started, because I didn't start with the Fox till like week 2. That was like January, mid January when I started out, and I've been beating them every week. It's like they say, I'm a wrestling fan, so like the Monday Night Wars. You always hear me referencing the wrestling sometimes, but there was like the Monday Night Wars back in the '90s, the Attitude Era with the WWF, WWE now, and then against WCW Nitro. There was a big Monday night little contest, but it wasn't like they could strike each other down. That was the thing, though. There was a difference. They couldn't strike each other down, but it was like a competition thing between the two, and that's how I kind of looked at it. I kind of look at myself as like WCW. I was the young company on the come up against the huge established company and all that stuff, and all these other channels that I saw, that I started outdoing. I started beating them. To me, because of the way I set up my channels, they're not one dimensional. They got a lot of different content on there where I keep the fan bases of those shows really interested. I put up clips and stuff like that. So my channel's really powerful. That's why I call it a mega warehouse, because I was going to put so much things on there that wasn't just one dimensional. So, or genre specific, it's a variety channel. So variety channels are really harder to manage, as far as, variety channels will make you a lot of money, but they can be an ass when it comes to copyright strikes because it's easy, so easy because you're messing with so much different content. It's so easy to get a copyright strike. So the thing that I was hoping to do was I was going to try to change my strategy a little bit and start really making a lot of channels now. And that way I won't have to rely on just like two of them that I did before and try to build some up, maybe some to, because it was always in my plans to have like two different TV based channels going at once and both of them partnered. And so maybe I'm going to have to do that now. Maybe I'll just do one with Warner Brothers shows and then the other one similar to that one, but it's not going to have Disney stuff on there anymore. At least on that level. And so I'm just going to have to see what happens. Let me see that channel because this is on my mind right now, and I really want to see if that guy is still in business because that right there is it'd be pretty interesting to see where that goes. So let me see. See if that one's still up because I know he puts the same stuff as me. His is probably gone. He's probably frantic right now. Let me see. Wow. Oh my God, I'm gonna be hearing from him. I will be hearing from him. His channel got struck. Oh my God, his channel's gone. I know he is going crazy right now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Holy shit. His channel is gone, guys. God damn it. Oh my gosh. I wasn't the only one that got struck. Oh my God. Wow. And it's weird because there is something to being a big channel because I'm looking at a different channel too right now. This is another channel I usually pay attention to, and he got Beauty and the Beast stuff up, and it never was taken down. But yeah, when I put up Beauty and the Beast, there's a problem. And see, this is the thing of why I think it's not globally takedowns like that. I think that he had such a big channel. I had such a big channel. I really think when you had these big channels, man, they got to take you down, or when you beat them. Because I'm looking at this guy that had the Beauty and the Beast. He's not getting really any views off of his stuff though. His stuff has been up for weeks, and a lot of his stuff doesn't even reach 1,000 views. A lot of his stuff is like in the hundreds. But when I post stuff, my stuff is like way up there in the thousands. Sometimes in 6 digits. I might get 6 digits once in a while because I had a Grey's Anatomy clip since about the last episode, which aired, I believe it was in December. Dude, that one had like 120,000 views the last time I checked it. And I mean, they didn't get that one, but I know. I think Grey's Anatomy is Disney based. I think it is. I forget. Let me look that up real quick because that's got to be one that I got to be aware of as well because I've never had problems uploading that stuff. But hey, I mean, it could come out of nowhere. I think that is an ABC specific. Yeah, that's ABC. Or Disney, or rather, that's Disney. Owns that show. Oh my God, now I'm really worried about posting that shit up now. I might have to just make a separate fucking channel just for Disney shit, man. Really, if I ever upload that shit again. But man, guys, I mean, this This is fucking shocking right here. I've seen people with General Hospital episodes up for months. I mean, I mean, wow. Wow. That just really got to me, man. Man, I mean, you just never know when you're gonna get picked off. I mean, it's literally a game, that you play, and like my guy was saying, man. It's like my guy was saying, man. Because I upload Jerry Springer stuff too. Maybe I'm just gonna have to make a whole separate channel just for that stuff. I'm gonna have to do stuff a little differently than I did before. I already see that right now. I'm gonna have to do a little bit more than I did before. I'm gonna have to, because this shit isn't going right for me. I'm gonna have to change it up a little bit the way I do everything, because I can't keep getting hit like this, because I keep getting hit to the point where it's almost as if it's going to be impossible for me to ever have a channel up for more than a year. I only did that once, and it was with my old ex Sounder channel, and it probably still would be up to this day, had I never had it associated with AdSense and got blacklisted. Because I didn't really have any strike problems on that one either. That was the other thing. It was just mainly full of X Factor videos and some other stuff like I got on there now, my current X Sounder channel. So, wow. Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a battle out here, to see how I'm going to do this. Definitely going to have to do things a little bit different. I see that this video is running about 40 damn minutes, and if you've been through the whole damn 40 minutes, I appreciate you forever for sitting through this and listening to me talk, man. Like I said, but if you're like if you're under a network and you want to work with me, please send me a message. I would love to work with you, even though I do have these copyright risks. I would love to work with you on some of these future channels, because I'm gonna have to really change my strategy up and really start working a little bit harder. As far as separating my content, I think because I had too much content in one channel that was different. I think that's what got me in trouble a little bit too. And the thing about it is, and I'll leave off with this. You just gotta learn. You gotta learn how to. You just gotta learn what's acceptable and what's not acceptable. I mean, you're gonna go through this. I've been going strong with this since I've been making the money on YouTube. It's just been about 2 to 3 years now. It really is. It really is a learning experience, because you're gonna have a lot of downfalls when you're doing this. You're gonna have a lot of moments where the stuff that you're uploading, it just isn't going to be acceptable to put up. You know what I mean, guys? And so what you got to do is you gotta learn. You gotta take your bumps and you gotta learn. I've had to learn it the hard way too many times, but now I know really what to avoid. I'm gonna have to start being a lot more careful. I'm seeing that right now. I'm gonna start being a lot more careful than I was before. Cause like I said, my dream is to see one of these channels really be up for like a year or two. I mean, I feel like that'd be a huge accomplishment for me, man, because I know how much money I can make off those channels if they stay up that long. So, that'd be a huge goal for me. But like I said, if any of my fans from those channels, Mega Warehouse or X Sounders, is watching this video, I just want to thank you guys for the support through those channels. And I know it's real hard, to have them up, but I'm strong, man. I will get through this like I always do. I'll keep posting stuff. Like I said, it's the YouTube copyright system is just so flawed in so many ways. The copyright law itself is so flawed. Needs to be needs to be looked at again and updated really badly to really reflect the internet era that we're in, and you know what I'm saying. So I think a lot of us are having to pay a real penalty for something, for a law that's just way outdated. So like I said, I just want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for watching. And just like Shaun White tonight, I choked. I choked. I definitely choked. So I'll leave you off with this a little bit of sad Olympic music here to display the positive and the negative. So thank you guys a lot. Peace.